Hello everyone, hope you're all doing great. Alright, so in this video, as you've probably read from the title, I'll be teaching you how to number your pages and add a table of content to your Word document. Okay, but that is not all. I will also go the extra mile of teaching you how to use both the Roman numbers and the counting numbers in the same document. Right, this will be very useful for anyone writing a report, a project, or a book, even. Right, since there are sections like acknowledgement, dedication, and abstract, where most often the Roman numerals are used for the pages over there. All right, this is very simple. So without further delay, let's hop right into it. As you can see, I've already provided a document for this tutorial. Currently, it is not numbered, nor does it have a table of content. You can also see it has a title page, declaration, abstract, dedication, and acknowledgements. And we don't want to number them with the normal counting numbers. Okay, we want to number them using the Roman numerals. All right, so let's go ahead and number these pages. To do this, we're going to click on Insert on the menu bar, and you're going to navigate to the header and footer section. Click on page number and choose whether we want our numbering to be on top, below, or in the margin. I'm going to choose on the bottom. Yes, and you are allowed to choose from the variety of page numbering over here. I love mine to be very simple and at the center, so I'm going to choose plain number 2. Okay. So after clicking it, you can see our pages are numbered now from 1 to 11. All right, since our pages are 11. But we don't want to number our first 5 pages with counting numbers, right? Yes, we want to number them with Roman numerals. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead, click on page number, head to format page numbers, and select Roman numerals I, and I from the drop box. Okay, we're going to click on OK. When we do that, everything changes to the Roman numerals, okay, including the actual work from chapter 1. Now we want to start using the counting numbers from the actual work, okay, that's the chapter 1. We're going to click here and head to layout, okay, and from page setup, we are going to click on this small arrow pointing down here. From here, we are going to click on this drop box over here. Okay, initially it is on whole document. We are going to change it to this point forward. You're going to click on that and click on OK. Now we go back to the header and footer section, head to page numbers, head to format page numbers, and we are going to click on the counting numbers back. All right, we are going to start from 1. Okay, you're going to click on OK, and you can see from here onwards the document is numbering with counting numbers. Okay, so this is how to um use both Roman numerals and counting numbers in your document. Okay, all right, one thing we all know, we aren't supposed to number our title page or the cover page, right? So let's find a way to start our numbering from the second page. Okay, and to do this, we have to use a section break to separate the title page from the rest of the document, so that when we clear its numbering, you can see when I clear I right now, all the numbering from all the pages leaves. This is because they are all connected. Okay, let me undo this. All right, now one thing, when I was making this document, okay, I used a page break to separate this page from this page. Let me make this visible so you can see. I used a page, you can see from here, I used a page break to separate these 2 pages. Okay, so now I'm supposed to change this page break into a section break. All right, and to do this is very easy. You can just click here and backspace. Okay, but then you can also just click on the page break and press delete, okay, from your keyboard. Now we can insert our section break. To do this, we are going to head to layout from the menu bar, and under the page setup section, we are going to click on breaks, and under section breaks, you can see section breaks over here. I'm going to click on next page. Okay, so you can see the page break has been changed to section break, and this is what we need in order to separate this page from the other page. Let me off this show, or so that, all right, so we are going to head back to the header and footer section. We can easily do that by clicking on any numbering. Okay, when you click on this, double click on this, yes. We are back. So now, since we want to start numbering from this page, obviously that is why we placed our section break before that page, before this second page. Okay, that is what we do when we want to do that. We are going to place our cursor here, okay, here, and off link to previous. Okay, we are going to off it so that when we clear this one, it doesn't affect the rest. Okay, you see now when we cleared it, it didn't affect the rest. And we are going to click on this one, head to page number, head to format page numbers, and we are going to start from I. Okay, start at I. I'm going to put I in here and click on OK. Then our work is done. We have successfully been able to number our document using both the Roman numerals and the counting numbers at their appropriate areas, and we didn't what number our cover page. To add a table of contents to your document, the first thing to consider is to know where you want to put your table of contents. Okay, typically the table of contents always comes before your actual work, your actual content, or maybe your chapter 1. Okay, and since for this document we didn't provide any page for it, we'd have to make it on our own. So we are going to use a page break to shift our chapter 1 to the next page, right? So we can use the page that it occupies now um for our table of content. Okay, to do this is very simple. We are going to bring our cursor to the very beginning of that page and click on insert from the menu bar, and at the pages section we are going to click on page break. And after doing that, you can see we have a blank page here, and the chapter 1 has been shifted to the next page. All right, so we can go ahead and insert our table of contents. All right, make sure you don't make this mistake. The cursor is supposed to be behind the page break. Okay, let me show you. Now this is the page break. When you type behind the page break, you are on the page. When you type after the page break, you move to the next page. All right, so make sure your cursor is behind the page break. All right, let's move ahead and insert our table of contents. You're going to click on references from the menu bar and head to the table of contents section. We're going to click on this drop box. And since we want a table of contents that we can update under just a click, we're going to choose between these two. Okay, the only difference between these two is the heading. All right, this one says content and the other says table of content. All right, I'm going to choose the second one, and you can see they're telling us creating a table of content. Start by applying a heading style from the style gallery to be selected. I'll explain this soon. Now, what that meant was all our headings in the document, right, are supposed to be following a consistent style. Okay, you can see for table of contents, heading 1, the style heading 1 is supposed to be used for all our main headings. The style heading 2 is supposed to be used for all our subheadings, and the style heading 3 is supposed to be used for all our subheadings. Right? So if we don't do it like that, the table of contents will not update. Okay, so let's go ahead and change all our main headings to the heading 1 font style, and all our subheadings to the heading 2 font style, and all our subheadings to the heading 3 font style. So now let's go ahead and change all the main heading style to the heading 1 font style. Right, so you're just going to click on it like this and click on heading 1. We are going to change the font styles and sizes later, but for now let's focus on the table of content. Okay, so you're going to click on abstract and click on heading 1. So we're going to do this for all our main headings. Okay, you can select it to and to make the work easier. Okay, so that is it. So now when we update the table of content, you can see all our main headings display over there. Okay, let's do the same for our subheadings. All right, so we are going to locate all the subheadings in our document and change the style to the heading 2 font style. Okay, and now when we update it, click on update entire table. Our subheadings are also in the table of content. All right, let's do the same for the heading 3. And you're just going to update the entire table, and that is it. Now maybe you don't like the styles that the headings are in now, right? You want them to be at the center. Maybe you want to use Times New Roman, and yes, you want it to be bold and all that. You can easily update all of them by heading to heading 1 and modifying it. You're going to right click on this and modify it. All right, you're going to click on modify, and yes, from here we can change our style to what we want. All right, bold. You can put it at the center. Yes, and when you click OK, everything changes. All right, we're going to do same for the heading 2. We're going to modify it. We're going to use 14 Times New Roman, and yeah, maybe bold, but I'm not going to put it at the center. And OK. Yes. Yeah, so that is how to number your pages and add a table of content to your document on MS Word, okay, appropriately. Alright, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more videos.